I am recording. All right, welcome guys. Here is the interactive video on your Coach Online Office and some basics. Let me share my screen. It's the first time doing this. I hope I don't screw it up. Okay. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you see my screen? Got it. Okay. So I don't know if this is stupid of me to assume you know how to sign on to your Team Beachbody Coach Online Office, so I guess I'll go back. So when you go to teambeachbody.com, you sign in up at the top, and then at the menu tabs, you'll go to Coach and Coach Online Office. Okay, from here is your database and a ton of information that will help you be successful. It'll show you your coach ID, your rank, all your upline sponsors based on their rank, your volume, your alerts. So this would let you know whether you had new customers sign up, any personally sponsored coaches that may become inactive. You would want to know that in case your rank would change. And then over here are some breaking news. I know you're supposed to check it every day. I should probably do that too, but I do it maybe every 2 or 3 days. You want to keep up with current events. Different programs are released at different days. Sometimes they change things. There's new events coming up, like Summit is coming up. So if you want to keep in touch with what's going on with Beachbody, you definitely want to check that out more than once a week at least. And right in the middle, here's kind of your goal, right? Each month we want to do Success Club. And right up in here will show you how many points. Right now I have 0. And I still have plenty of time this month, don't worry. Hopefully you guys have some points up there on the board. And it'll also show you as a coach, if you don't know, you have to have a minimum point volume each month. And I'm not going to go into detail with that, but as a general coach, you need 50. And so up here, it'll tell you whether you reach that each month. If not, you'll go inactive. Okay, so here's your general office, and you're probably wondering, all right, here's my front page. What the hell do I even do on here? So, as a coach, each month, I guess I should start from the beginning. Right in here. So if you just first signed up as a coach, you may want to check out the Start Here tab. It'll welcome you. I think Carl Deichler has like a little blurb up there. Yep. And then you can either go to how to get started and it'll do a brief outline, or you can actually do a virtual site tour. I would recommend either of them. You don't need to probably do both. I definitely did how to get started when I showed up. It'll show you like a template you can use to track all your information. Definitely get a hold of your upline coach to get into a Coach Basics group, which I believe we have one starting this week with Mary Lauren. So make sure you get on that. It'll explain to you what Success Club is and why that's our goal each month. And then also then to stay in touch. Make sure you like the Coach 411 Facebook page. There's also, I believe, just a general Team Beachbody page. You'll want to get on that too. And then up here, so the next tab, I'm just going to briefly go through the tabs so you know what they all are, and then I will go through some of the options below to explain. Here is your website. So this would be, okay, I signed up as a coach. I checked out, what my goals are. I'm supposed to do as a coach. I talked to my upline coach, I got in a Coach Basics group, etc. All right, how do I get started? First, to get a customer to be under you, you want them to have your website. Okay, so you'll get your website under the tab, My Website, in Beachbody Coach. I would assume I don't think I know anyone on our team that speaks Spanish, so you'll want English. And here's your page. So this is what you want to send out to customers who are like, hey, I want to buy a challenge pack off of you. How do I make you be my coach? You're going to want to send them your URL, which will be right up here or right up here. Now what I did was I have an iPhone, so I had a notes app, and I put my coach ID and my website in there for like the first month until I remembered what it was. So I feel like that's very helpful. You'll use it all the time. And you want to make sure you fill this out. So you have like your name, your general information, a photo, so that you're a little more personable when you send this link. Because it is Team Beachbody, but you also want it to show that it's you and you're the coach. And so you can also choose different options down here. Sometimes you can do whatever the promotional program is for the month. I mean, maybe one of your favorite programs you like that you want people to see. You can choose whatever you want, and then you just make sure it's all complete and make sure you have your link. Okay? So this is how you get to your website. There's really not much you have to do in this tab. The next tab, I wonder if I can get out of this. Oh, Team Beachbody. Let me get out of here. Okay, sweet. All right. The next tab is sales and marketing. This will be now what you're going to do to try to get people to be on either your challenge group or learn more about any of the programs that Beachbody, promotes and recognizes. So I will go through this after I introduce all this stuff, but this would be more of your branding and using this to get clients and customers. My business, this is probably the most important tab you will use. This will be where it shows your rank, your customers, your coaches, how much you earn, what money you're making each week. And this is also where you set up your direct deposit. So as a new coach, you come in, you check out your online office, you update your website, number one. And then second, you want to do direct deposit. Now, direct deposit is at the very bottom of my business, and it's my EFT management. You'll fill in the information and save changes. And I believe it takes 2 pay periods to update. So depending on what day of the week you do it, our pay period's every Thursday is the week. So if you did it on basically if you did it on like a Friday to a Wednesday, it won't show up for that Thursday. It'll be the following week. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that would be your number 2 as a new coach. But again, this is just showing all of your your billing, HR. So, you're your own CEO and you're paying your $15 fee each month, and you're literally just not barely paying anyone to take care of all this for you instead of tracking it yourself. So I really like my business. A lot of times I'll use it for customers who are like, hey, where's my order? Or if you had someone say they were going to buy a challenge pack and you want to double check, because your Success Club points usually don't show up right away, you can go there too. Then the next tab is My Desk. I'm sorry, I have all these notifications going off and it's distracting me. Let me exit out Facebook. Got it. Okay. So next will be My Desk. A lot of us use our phones, so I don't know how helpful this is for any of, at least who are on the call right now. But you can use your own calendar on here. You can bring your email into that and connect it. So all of your, if you have any clients, you can have them specifically email here rather than your Gmail or personal email. You can, I don't know why you would send out an e-card. I don't even know what those are. And my contacts. So, maybe like I'm my upline coach and any other coaches, I have their emails. I may want to keep them organized. Incentive and awards, that kind of shows what Beachbody is promoting. Like if you want to get an Elite, top 10, any current promotions that's going on, any recognition. So if you were like, top 10 team, so on, that, you'd be presented at Summit. So this will show you all that you are capable of getting. Doesn't mean you'll get it, but you also want a Success Club. So that's definitely important. So you may want to check that out. It'll explain to you what Success Club is, how to do it each month, what you'll earn. That's really nice. Then news and training. This is something you may want to keep up to date with also. The news is the same as what happens on your right side of your main screen. Let me see if I can go back to the main screen. Yeah, so here, this is just a brief overview, but if you want to see anything older than the past week, you can go to the news and training, and you can find, maybe you saw something last week and you're like, oh, I forgot to check it out. You can go up here and find it. And then also show you your events. So Summit should be on here. or anything local. So like Super Saturdays, you could find your own Super Saturday event. You can make your own fit club. It's just basically you want to keep up to date. So News and Training would be more of like the Beachbody company itself. And then Success, this actually has some, I just found that yesterday while I was prepping this. So this was really cool. See, so this is helping me as well. There's so much on this database here. Darren Hardy, I don't know if any of you guys heard of him, but most of the videos were him. You can actually browse, and it's more than even just Beachbody. It, talks about how to communicate with others, keeping track of your finances, how to reach your goals, inspirational leadership, sales and marketing. I mean, this is awesome. I didn't even know this existed until recently. Let's choose leadership just to do a brief example of what it is. Okay, so yeah, you can listen to audios in the car. You can watch a video, which could also be in your car. This would be more like outside of Beachbody. This is kind of more of like the general CEO of your company, and how, when you start achieving your goals and building your business, this might be helpful with how to organize, keep in touch with everyone, how to better yourself as a leader and a coach, and also just become a well-known successful business partner. So I thought that was really neat. Okay, so I'm going to pause since I just went through a general thing. Are there any questions? Okay, I don't see anyone raising their hand or unmuting, so I will keep going then. This will just be brief again, just general placement. So usually when I first log in, I like to see if anyone randomly signed up as a challenge pack. Normally that doesn't happen. So no surprise there. But then I also like to check my alerts. That's usually the first thing I do when I sign on my Beachbody account, which you should do every day. You want to, see if any of your new customers, your clients have been talking to signed up. But you also want to make sure if your rank is obviously may change if you're real close with being diamond, but you need to hold it for that 5-6 week time span. You're going to want to check out this personally sponsored coaches and make sure they do not go inactive. So it'll be right down here. You have 0 projected coaches be inactive. Woo, that's a good thing. So all right, and then from here, the 2 most important tabs, I believe, once you sign up and you're established coach, sales and marketing, and my business. Those are going to be the 2 tabs you're going to use the most. Again, this will show you your placement. So once you start signing coaches, you're going to want to put them somewhere specifically. I'm not going to go into detail on where you should put them. It's a triangle. But you'll see I'm a very newer team. But you can choose which side you want to put it on. This, again, will tell you a brief summary of your coach history for the month. And then you have your downlines, okay? So when you start signing coaches, you want to pay attention to my business, my downline, graphical genealogy. Almost every one of these tabs is very important. Some of them overlap. So this is the graphical genealogy is all coaches that are signed after you are. But if you want to know just your own coaches, you can go to personally sponsored, and then I'll list them. It'll also tell you their information, which leg they are, if they're active, so on. I'm not going to stay too long on their information because I don't want to share that too long. But you can also do a sponsorship drill down. That's the same as my downline personally sponsored, but it gives you a lot more information about them, okay? Next would be my volume. So volume is connected with each product, and each product has a different point volume. So if a lot of you have Shakeology, that is 90. And so both legs will start to build. Actually, it's going backwards. It goes upward. Okay. And then that's what you want to check out your volume once you become an Emerald coach, because you are eligible for Teen Cycle bonuses. Okay. And a Teen Cycle bonus I'll just briefly say that you get money based on your volume. Okay, it's free, kind of not really free because you're working to get people, but Beachbody, it's basically a bonus. So when you hit a certain level, you get a bonus, and it's called a team cycle bonus. All right, so that's where you'll find your volume. So if you want to check to see, oh, how many cycle bonuses I'm going to get, you can check it. My customers, I use this one a lot just to see if anyone signed up, how they're doing, if anyone's getting Shakeology. If they said no, I got to check to see what, if they canceled it. Just a good way to keep track of all of them. And then you can also find your own orders and customer orders. You definitely will want to know customer orders in case someone asks you, hey, my order didn't get placed, or where is it? It got lost. You want to know and help them, because the more knowledgeable you are, the better they're going to feel comfortable, and they're not probably going to then end up quitting. Because I know a lot of customers get frustrated with, having to do customer service. We are here to help them. So you'll definitely want to at least be knowledgeable on what's going on and who's paying for what. So my earnings, my commissions. My commissions is when you sell a challenge pack, that's how much money you get. But once you are Emerald Coach and higher, you get team cycle bonuses. It's my earnings. So that's the difference here. You can see, it'll tell you get paid by the week, and it'll tell how much you got. That's pretty cool. My qualifications, I really don't pay attention to this because I guess it's just kind of embarrassing, but I don't get Success Club all the time. Obviously you should, so don't follow me. But this will tell you how many months consecutively you got Success Club and how far you have left. If you hit Success Club 10, it's just kind of an overview. It's nice that Beachbody kind of calculates that for you instead of you having to think, oh, I wonder how many months I got it in a row. It'll tell you there. Forms and documents, you don't need that. That was just a general thing when you sign up with Beachbody. My profile is the same thing. And then that's, again, is where you're going to sign up for direct deposit. All right, so that's kind of the boring business side. Here's the fun side. All right, so you want to get some customers, and a customer talks to you and says, hey, I want to get Insanity Max 30. And you're kind of freaking out because you've only ever tried 21-day fix. So you know nothing about this, and you maybe have talked to another coach and they don't know either. Where do you go? This is the cool part. So you go to Sales and Marketing tab, and you're going to want to go to Product Toolkits. Okay. This has saved me. This happened many times. Thankfully, I've done a lot of programs now. But when you first sign up as a coach, of course, you're not going to have all of the programs memorized. You want to go to Sales and Marketing Product Toolkits. Here is a list of every single program that Beachbody offers, and it will tell you everything about it. So, for example, what did I say? Insanity Max 30. It's right down here. I'm going to click it. And here you go. You get everything is done. All the hard work is done. You don't have to research and get bullet points about this workout program. It's going to tell you a training guide. It's going to tell you talking points. It's going to tell you what you can even say to this person to help, if people have different goals. So you also want to make sure, okay, will this, give them the results they want? It'll explain in full detail what this is. It's basically all the pamphlets that come in the package when someone purchases it. So, you can quickly read over this, get a brief rundown, check to see if there's any frequent questions that maybe someone would have. So then you can be like, okay, well, if you have bad knees, how can you do this program if you really want to? You can moderate. There's different levels, so forth. You want to obviously be as knowledgeable as you can when you're talking with a customer about a certain challenge pack. So this is awesome. I use this all the time. Again, I actually have not done Insanity Max 30, so I would go on here, check this out. You can also have a specific challenge group. So now this would be for any of them. Go back. So you can also create a specific challenge group for a workout program if you wanted. Like this month is 21-day fixes on sale. So you may say like August, I want to have strictly 21-day fix. That's it. So you go 21-day fix and you're like, okay, I want to create a challenge group. How do I even start? there's a challenge group section, and it will show you how to do a daily coaching guide every day, how to get participation. There's a training guide in general on a challenge group. I don't know if any of y'all have actually checked this out before, but I think this challenge group is awesome. Let me see if I can. I don't want to waste a lot of time, but hopefully this is helpful by clicking on these so you can see. It'll tell you how to use the guide. There's a portal here, and then it's literally broken down for you per week and day. So week 0, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. You obviously don't need to use these exactly, verbatim, and you can change different days, but it's a great way to get some ideas on how to run a successful, challenge group of what Beachbody thinks. Of course, there's other ways that might be better for you. We're all different, but I definitely think this is helpful on at least kind of getting started. So if you're a new coach, you don't know how to run a group, this would be a great idea to just scroll through, write down different days that you like, save some pictures. They have links on here and videos. And actually, you could also, some of those videos, like a transformation photo, if you're talking to a customer and they're like, I'm not sure if I really want this, you can go on here and just take some photos, give them an inspirational story. I don't know. I thought this was probably one of the most useful tools I've come across. So hopefully that's something new that you guys never knew. And then there's also marketing tools. You can have a food list, grocery list. I mean, it goes on and on. I could obviously keep talking about all these individually, but you definitely should go in and just check it out. Again, it is under sales and marketing, product toolkits. Okay. Every program has all of this exact same columns. It'll have some meal plans. Maybe some of them may not have a specific meal plan that came with it, so that might not be on there. But then you can obviously grab different things from different programs. You're like, I want to use the 21-day fixed meal plan, but I want to do this workout program. And then that actually will help you with other customers too who are the same way, where they're like, I want to kind of mix and match. Well, you can help them by mixing and matching and show them that, hey, this works and this is what you can do. And they're going to be a lot more, a lot less reluctant to do it. And I'm not sure if you'll ever need anything outside of the product toolkits and the challenge group tools. Those are the top 2 I would use. But also, again, if someone maybe has a certain condition or a disease, like right now I'm talking to someone who has MS, so we're trying to figure out what would be best for her. You can try to maybe check out some success stories, see if anyone has gone through the same thing. Some people have diabetes, Shakeology safe, etc. Or if you just want to promote on your Facebook page and be like, hey, I'm doing a next challenge group. Here's some results. This is open to everyone. There's no copyright on this information. You can use it all. Logos, I don't know why you would need to use these, except maybe on your Facebook page, like when you make your own coach page. You may want to promote that you're a Beachbody coach. Again, you can use images from any of the programs. Maybe you want in your specific challenge group to say, hey, this is what's on sale this month. Let me know, if you need more information. You can pull one of these photos so they know what it looks like. And then when they go on their own account, they can find it easier. There's some web tools too. So like Twitter, YouTube, there's more images you can use that are, because I don't know if anyone knows technical terms, but like pixels. So of course, images can change based on the app. So they just kind of made it easier for you to not have to shrink photos or crop them. And then down here, you can kind of get them in different, Wear and Share is basically shopping. So on your general Team Beachbody sign-in, you can obviously go to shop and get some of those. But yeah, again, product tools is probably the most important thing you should use. Obviously, if you're very knowledgeable in a lot of products, you may not need to know a lot of info, but it's still awesome to know that this is here. So when you have new coaches, bring them here, tell them, hey, look over some of these workouts, especially if it's a new program that they don't know much about and it's, on sale for the month. Just go in, check it out. They can do a challenge group again. I keep like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Before I mean, this is basically what I just wanted to do today was just to show you where certain things are. I kind of went into more detail on the sales and marketing, but I will eventually go even into more detail with that. But that's kind of your basic rundown. Oh, we got 10 minutes. Good. I'm doing well on time. All right. I'm going to, how do I get back to my screen? Sorry, guys. This is the first time I shared my screen. I'm glad it worked. This is cool. I'm glad this works. So I'm going to, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. All right. I'm going to unmute you guys. Do y'all have any questions for me? I mean, I'm going to stay on my page. So if there's something you want me to go more into detail or explain why the importance of knowing where that is, I can do that. If not, we are good to go. So is there any questions? No? Was this helpful?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I learned a few things.
Okay. I do talk very fast, so I apologize too if I was rushing through it. That's why I said, that's why I want to open up for questions, just to make sure. I tend to kind of ramble, go on my own spiel thinking that you guys know what I'm talking about. So I really like these cluster calls. I thought about doing interactive calls once a week, and I will record them also. I'm thinking next week I'm going to talk more about my business side and like your genealogy as a coach. I feel like that's really important, especially if you need to know where to place your first coach when you sign up. So that will probably be my next topic, unless someone feels there's something more important to do priority-wise. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. And again, I probably didn't cover everything. There's just so much on this database. Like, I just encourage you guys to, take maybe 10 minutes every other day, or, at least once a week, maybe take 20 minutes, go through it, see if anything has changed, kind of familiarize yourself with this. I don't know, it's really awesome. It's, instead of having to Google something, it's just all here for you. So I hope you guys learned some stuff. And if you have any questions, obviously you can still feel free to message us or put it in Dreamcatcher. And I'll post this later today for those who missed it. And then on Thursday, the next cluster call, I don't remember what time we said, but we will also then open up for questions in the beginning for like the first 5 minutes in case there's anything we need to go over quickly. But if there's no questions, guys, I will let you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I will see you guys later. Thanks for hopping on.